The two dudes get behind the wheel of Nissan's new electric Leaf with a challenge to find a public charger before they run out of juice. Can they get the job done? We find out.
It looks like the Versa, but it's not. It's the new Nissan Leaf, brand new. Rick, you've had this car for a couple days now. What's your kind of initial impression?
I mean, these just look more mainstream these days. They look like every other crossover, or I guess I think of this as a cross between a crossover and a hatchback, which call it a cratchback. Best I can come up with a new category. It actually feels a little taller on the inside, and I think that's because the seating position is actually a little bit higher because you're sitting on the batteries, so it's more like a crossover in that regard. And yet the vehicle itself sits lower like it's the regular hatchback. So I'm cratchback, I'm sticking with that.
Cratchback, well, this cratchback looks pretty normal, but I know it's got a different kind of drivetrain, so let's hop in and take it for a spin.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Today's mission, Pras?
Yes.
Get gas. Rather, get electrons. So this has a 150-mile range. I've been driving it around for a little while.
40 kilowatt-hour battery.
Yeah, bigger one than the Leaf used to have. We're now down to 85 miles of range, and we're gonna go top off and see how easy this is.
Starting route guide.
Thank you.
To your destination.
Can you figure out how to turn that down? Well, there's a silence.
At the end of the road.
Really about issues of sexuality.
You know what, Pras? Just push every button until you get the desired result. So there has to be. That's it. There you go. No, I'm wrong about that. The voice. What did it just do?
Okay, hopefully this won't say anything to us now. It's calling somebody.
Calls may be recorded and monitored for quality purposes.
Who did we just call? Why did they make this so?
Memorial Parkway.
So we're turning, might get interrupted by the navigation
How many
system.
dumb yahoos does it take to operate a nav system?
What do you think about the driving characteristics? I mean, you've had it for a couple days. What's your take on it?
I think I'm just getting used to them at this point. It seems very similar to what I remember the Chevy Bolt being like. So it's not exciting.
Yeah.
But it's not totally dull either. It has enough pickup to make you feel comfortable on the highway. Cornering, solid. I call this the mainstreaming of electric vehicles. I mean, if this were a base model Nissan Rogue, we probably would be saying the same thing. Nothing special, perfectly competent, seems like a good value, hopefully reliable. And in this case, great fuel economy.
You are 1/10 of a mile from your destination.
This is the worst navigation system I've ever used in my life.
Okay,
You have
Nissan.
arrived at your destination. Ending the route guidance.
Is it further up?
We're in a residential neighborhood with apartment buildings. There's supposed to be a charger around here somewhere.
I didn't see the damn. Or we went past it, but I didn't see it. Did you?
No? I mean, what are they telling us, to go into some private apartment building? What are we missing here?
Should we go to another one?
Okay, well, there is no charging station here. Okay, so let's try the next one.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah. All right, Rick, that was a fail. So what do you think? We're driving around town, pretty quiet in here.
It is. Like all EVs, this is a quiet car. So didn't you tell me they actually had to add some noise so that pedestrians can hear it?
Yeah, if you hop outside, it makes this kind of whirring kind of woo sound when you drive by. Totally artificial, enhanced, just to let passersby know you're there. No, electric cars are going to go really fast now. This car is not supposed to do that. It wasn't meant to do that, i.e. a 0 to 60 time of 9.5 seconds. So 0 to 30, probably pretty quick. But once you start getting above that, you're not really going anywhere.
I mean, let's talk about what kind of car this is supposed to be. This is not targeted at a Tesla buyer at all. I would guess there's almost no overlap between somebody who would be interested in a Model 3, which is not a $35,000 car, it's a $55,000 car. And this one starts at 30, the one we're driving is around 38 because it has this crappy navigation system. It has adaptive cruise control, which we like. It's got some other features. It's got leather seating. So anyway, we're going to drive now 3.5 miles to what we hope is an actual charging station and not a phantom charging station.
Hey.
We're driving past it. We are at a...
Rick, we've driven past it and we don't see it again. I don't see it.
You gotta be kidding me. Charging station!
Is it up
It's supposed to be right here. We're almost on top of it.
Oh, there it is, Rick. I see it. I actually see it. Let's hop out and check it out.
Charging
All right, Rick.
station. We made it to
made
the
it.
charging station.
We made it.
Okay, you forgot to open the...
Much cajoling by Rick, we made it to the gas. Okay, I forgot
You need to open the charge hole.
All right, charge hole needs to be open. I'll be right back.
So, this is not the heavy charge. This is the medium charge, I guess.
Okay.
So,
It looks an awful
clicks
lot.
in. So we're charging just like this other guy is charging. And then we know that we also see the blue light on the car. It's telling us it's charging. So when it's fully charged, I guess maybe that third light
light
goes
goes up.
green.
I like that. I actually like that. So if you're out in your car, out in your home, if your car's parked in your driveway, you can see, oh, it's charged or not,
Yeah.
right? Or you know, this car is a pretty good value. It's nice and smooth, very direct. You know, final thoughts for me in this car. Yeah, I think it's a great way to get into the electric game if you're interested in that. It's not very exciting or super sexy. You know, I keep comparing it to the Bolt because it's sort of similar price class and, you know, I guess like just styling wise. And I remember being just so amazed by driving that car.
The Bolt.
Even though the interior was sort of forgettable. And now we're in a similar car and it just feels normal to me now.
My final view on this is the execution is pretty good, even though I wouldn't buy it, and I couldn't buy it because I need a road trip car. I'm glad they're making it.
Yeah.
And I think this does make sense for people who are two-car families.
Yep.
This is a great commuting car.
Yeah.
This would be a great commuting car.
All right, shares of Nissan actually taking a little bit of a drop today. Automaker warning profit will fall to its lowest level in over a decade, but I don't know, maybe Rick Newman, with his endorsement of the commuter car, can help Nissan turn
Don't forget
things
Pras
around.
Subramanian, the two dudes.
I feel like Rick was the star of that video.
All right.
Well, it's fine. It's fine.